Girl, if we were together, I would publicly display my affection on you. What? Today I want to talk about PDA a bit, because we're still in the aftermath of Valentine's Day, and as a result, there's a lot of new couples, and what happens when you have new couples is you have a lot of lovey-dovey cuddle smexy times in public. When most people see a couple in public doing couple things, or putting their faces on each other mutually, the typical reaction is to get jealous of that couple. This is a totally fair reaction, because most people that I know, at least, like to put their face on other people's faces mutually, and when they see other people doing that, they kind of get jealous of it. And then usually what happens is the jealousy devolves into this ball of rage, you know, and you get so mad at these two people for being affectionate at each other in public. Let's break this interaction down, okay? First, the couple maybe don't make out in a public place. Fair? There's plenty of time when no one else is around that you can put your faces together like that. There's plenty of time for that. But I'm a reasonable guy here, right? Because I understand that in the heat of the moment, feelings happen and you really want to put your face on somebody's face in public. Here's my pro tip here. Don't do it in a way that grosses other people out. Think objectively about the act of making out for a hot second here. Just think about it, and then think about how gross it is. It's weird. It's a weird thing that people do. Now put yourself in the shoes of another person watching you do that. Right? That's weird for that person. That's very weird for that person. Now here's my reaction to the person having to watch the couple be a couple. Maybe turn your face into a different direction and try and separate yourself from the situation. Here's an example that applies, okay? A few years back, a couple friends and I went to go see the movie Cloverfield in theaters, and then we got there and we hated the movie, so we left the movie theater, right? Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to watch it. If you're in a position where you're looking at a couple who is just getting it on the face region, okay, you can just turn 180 degrees. It's not even in your world anymore. It's behind you. It's the past. It's something that you don't even have to worry about anymore. The key here, I think, for in general society when it comes to PDA is compromise, right? Compromise. It's all about putting yourself in other people's shoes, right? Because there's some things that just aren't okay in public to do. But there are also inappropriate ways to respond to things that are happening in public. I think it really boils down to a concept that is very foreign to a lot of people in today's society, and that's empathy. For the couple, put yourself in the shoes of a lonely single person sitting at a cafe, right, by themselves, table for one style, right, just chilling, eating their food, and say this person is very romantically starved, okay? They're naturally gonna get jealous when they see a couple being happy together because that's something that they want very much. So maybe think a bit before shoving your relationship in their face saying, hey, look at what I have and what you don't have. And then for that lonely person sitting table of one style having to watch the couple, maybe think for a second that it's not all about you. Yes, maybe your romantic life is very lackluster at this point. Maybe you've been alone for a while, but also take a second to look at the two people and see how happy they are and be happy for them. I know that's a concept that is a lot easier said than done, but it's a really nice thing when you look at someone and you can genuinely be happy for them. For me especially, it's a very fine line between jealousy and empathy, where I can look at someone and be like, I'm really happy for you, and kind of forget the fact that I really want what you have, right? Like I said in the video earlier, a lot of people are still being really cute because we're in that post-Valentine's lovey fest, and where I work is a pretty hot date spot, so I see a lot of couples coming in, and I've gotten to a point where, like, I'm really genuinely happy when I see other people being happy and in love together. Would I like that myself? Abso-freaking-lutely. Have I had that in a while? Nope. No, I have not, but that doesn't stop me from being able to look at someone and be like, I'm happy for you guys. You don't go to a wedding, or at least I don't go to a wedding, to be really, really jealous of the people getting married. You go to a wedding to celebrate and be happy for the two people getting together and being like in love and junk. That might have been a really bad example because I do see a lot of people really, really jealous and really thirsty at weddings, and I'm not talking about water thirst. I'm talking about a different kind of thirst. So bottom line here, if you're in a couple, don't be like aggressively on each other in public. Think about it for a second, how weird that is for everyone else, because it is weird. It's weird. And then for the people having to witness the couple being all coupley and stuff, either one, find a way to remove yourself from the situation so you don't have to watch it, or two, be happy for that couple that they're, you know, having feelings for each other and stuff. Sometimes you can't do that. It's a bit too gross sometimes to empathize, really. In which case, I recommend option one, getting yourself the F up out of there. Relationship status is something that is so glorified in this day and age, especially because so many people just like plaster it all over the internet like, look at how in love I am, and that's fine. That's totally great. I have been one to take cute selfies with a significant other before. It's a fantastic feeling. But at the end of the day, your relationship status doesn't change who you are. Like, if I was seeing somebody, I'd still be Connor. I'm single currently. I'm still Connor, right? I'm still the same person regardless of if I'm seeing somebody or not. I've always hated that like super romantic notion of you complete me. No, a person shouldn't have to complete you. You're already a whole person. It's not like you're half a person and then you meet somebody, you're like, oh, I'm a person now. That's not how it works. But that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. And now I'm arm dancing, and now I'm arm dancing. As always, I'm Connor Manning. You've just become a little more awesome, and I will see you guys on Monday. Just gonna keep arm dancing. Just dancing with the arms. Maybe a little shoulder, but mostly arms. It's all about arms. All about it. Ooh, little face too. Little face. What am I doing? What am I doing? I think I'm in my zone. Oh God, somebody let me in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone.